Aquarius, Taurus season is hitting the root of your chart, the bottom of your chart. Taurus is a really important sign for you because it holds this cardinal placement. As we move into Taurus season, there is a feeling of really being ready for some big change, is my sense. A lot of you are wanting to move. A lot of you are wanting to do something really different with your foundational experiences. This might mean that you want to redecorate your room. It might mean that you need to move across the world. It might mean that you need to get into like some kind of argument with your biological family members about something that you have been needing to argue about for like 50 years. It feels like a renovation is ready to take place. And over the course of Taurus season, I think you're strategizing around it. You're trying to figure out how to move forward in this way. But ultimately, you have to destabilize some very important part or parts of your life that have been stable for you. You need to destabilize them so that you can feel more free, more expansive. Now, I want to say that sometimes life is just destabilizing. And it might not at all feel like the thing that we want or need. Some of you are not out there looking to radically change your life or move across the world. You are actually just trying to survive. And then life is going to destabilize you. How might life destabilize you? I don't know. Life has 1,010,000,000,000 different surprising ways to destabilize us. It's always thinking of new ways it could do that. So if you're not looking for some kind of new innovation in what has been previously stable, a new innovation might find you anyway. And if it feels that your life is upended in Taurus season, I really want to encourage you to try and feel for the potential and the possibility in what is being upended. And I am not saying that in a way that would encourage bypassing. Sometimes the opportunity is an opportunity to grieve, to really get in touch with some feelings, to allow truth to come forward. Sometimes the opportunity is an opportunity to radically and wildly shift our perspective. It might not be anything that we want or asked for, but the opportunity of life is the opportunity of instability, especially right now. This is a highly unstable time on planet Earth. And for any Aquarian identified people or people with big Aquarius energy, this is a highly unstable time. And the instability that this time is offering is potent for life's purposes. And so what I mean by that is that life has its own purposes that are beyond our human conceptions of what we want to be purposeful for. In the Taurus season overview, I talked a lot about this feeling that we might not attain what we wanted to attain, right? We might not get to the place that we think we're entitled to get to. We might not ever find our way out of particular kinds of suffering. That is not a reason to not bring ourselves fully to the moment. If we spend our time being angry about what didn't happen or what did happen, then we are missing the moment that is happening. And so in Taurus season, whether or not you are looking for change, change is finding you. And whether or not you are seeking to liberate and innovate, innovation and liberation are possible for you. How might they be possible? They become the most possible when you are present, when you are not focusing on what did or didn't happen in the past or what will or will not happen in the future. They become more possible for you when you are not trying to control other people. Aquarius, some of you are really opinionated. A lot of you are, okay? A lot of you are super opinionated. I'm just going to say, Aquarius, you know, you can be very objective, you can be very detached, but a lot of you underneath that objective detachment are judgy. Don't try and control other people. Bring yourself to the present moment and do your best to relate exquisitely. When you can relate exquisitely, you are available for love and you are available for surprise. Now, what does relating exquisitely look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? I think first and foremost, it has a sense of humor. Relating exquisitely means not taking other people personally. What other people are going through, that has to do with them and their spirits. That has to do with them and their ancestors. What other people are going through definitely can affect you. You can respond to it, you can react to it, but try not to take people personally. Try not to let their actions or inactions get under your skin in a way that creates like a festering kind of quality. Relate exquisitely with a sense of balance between receptivity and activity. Make sure that you are receptive in your relationships. What does it feel like to be receptive to you? How do you receive what is being given to you in your mind, heart, body, and spirit? How do you actually listen? When you listen, are you listening with your body or are you listening with your mind? Are you listening with the idea of what you're going to respond with? Or are you listening in a way that you are truly trying to empathize and understand and resonate with what somebody is sharing? You don't only need to receive, you can also be active. And this is a season that is asking you for action. It's asking you to speak the truth for you, right? And recognize that your truth is your truth. It doesn't need to be everybody's truth. Your truth is your truth, and your truth can change. And when you are receptive and when you can listen and when you can empathize, your experience often can change. And this is part of being in relationships exquisitely. It's allowing ourselves to change and be changed by relationships. It's allowing ourselves to actually be friends with one another. And I would encourage you to meditate on the feeling and the possibility of friendship, regardless of what the relationship is. Whether it's your child or your parent or your spouse or your employer or your employee, what would it feel like to be in friendship? And let's uplift the idea of friendship here. We're not talking about like how people are like, oh, let's just be friends, as if it's something, paltry. Friendship is the ultimate ideal. To truly befriend with another person is to have the best interests of that person in mind in ways that you don't have to be in ownership of or attached to. It's like to truly be someone's friend is to be an ally to them. It's to be in solidarity with them. How can you be in friendship in your life right now? How can you receive friendship? Our friends are people who can tell us things that our partners and families often can't. Ideally, for me at least, that's my ideal of friendship. Your values, need to change right now. They are changing. What you care about, what you want to invest your time, energy, resource into, changing. Lots of change happening for you right now. And this could be a time where you're scared of that change and where you don't know what that change is leading to next. But if you are practicing exquisite relationship and friendship, then I think the change can unfold in ways that are quite surprising and abundant for you. I really want to encourage you to take your time with big and important decisions in Taurus season. If you are considering moving, right, or destabilizing something that has previously been stable, if this is a choice that you're thinking about, give it until after the new moon, May 7th. And I would say that you might even want to wait until right before Gemini season. It feels like you have a lot of inspiration coming in, kind of some big aha moments. It might also be that you're getting new kinds of support, or that life is conspiring to resource you in this change that you are trying to look for towards middle of May. So as we get towards like the 18th of May. If you are trying to make a big decision about your life, I'm going to say, give Taurus season an opportunity to kind of work on you. Do the work of really trying to balance your energy, your receptivity, and your activity. Concentrate on exquisite, skillful relationality. That means really showing up for the moment, not being gripped on the past or the future, doing your best to meet in the middle, to understand in your body, to listen through your body to what information is being given to you. And based on the information that you receive and the time that you take to reflect, to introspect, to work with it, then you have what you need in terms of information to move forward.